such a privilege to be able to prepare someone for the way of the Lord. And that's really what I heard in the song was, it is our privilege, and we're all doing it every day. We're either preparing someone for the way of the Lord, or we're keeping them from the way of the Lord. And I personally have done both. I've been a preparer, and I've also been a keeper. And a lot of the things that have been going on with Luke have really shown me both of those things. How when time came, I was immediately preparing the way of the Lord in Him. Which was really beautiful too, because it was you two coming out of me a lot. The things that I have received and that I have made my own, they came out of me as me, but it really is your instruction.
Yeah.
I was prepared. I was prepared to prepare you the way of the Lord.
Yes.
And it is like beautiful and miraculous in His sight. I also, it's just such a privilege, and I want Him more than anything to know Jesus and to walk in the way of the Lord. But that's not up to me. What is up to me is that I'm faithful in preparing Him for the way of the Lord, whatever He chooses to do. And that goes for all of my children, and especially as mothers and fathers, that is what we are called to do.
Yeah.
Is to prepare the way of the Lord in our children. What they do with that is up to them. But I also realized, like the flip side of that I was prepared to give away the way of the Lord, but I also realized how I have negatively impacted Him as well. The things that I haven't believed, and the things that even doubting my husband,
The dark thoughts.
doubting the covering of the Lord that has come and warned. I've had a lot of time to think. I've laid in bed at night, crying my eyes out. And do you know how many words have come back to me, even that you have said to me? Probably, I don't even know if you even knew what you were saying. I'm sure you did. Because I'm realizing how absolutely wise you are. which I would just like to say is so fantastic in this moment of time, because He doesn't believe the words that I speak. And I haven't believed the words of my Father to me, and that has negatively impacted people that I love more than anything. And
Well, it's great to see.
and even being able to, like, so quickly now when Dan says, I don't want the boys doing that, immediately I check myself. Immediately, and I say to the boys, we're doing what Dad says, because God gave Dad to us to keep us safe.
Yes.
And if we don't listen to Dad, we're not safe.
Yes.
But it's so great because as righteously angry as I have been with Luke, I am just like Luke. And it's really beautiful thing. And it just has like found me to each one of you. I mean, even you, even things that you've said to me that I'm like laying in bed now, Dad, and I'm like, how did he know? Like, how did you know? But also like
Jesus knows everything.
It's unbelievable. But then also like that gives me such peace.
Yeah.
Because even though I couldn't hear you, like it's coming back to me, Dad. And and it's coming out of me.
Yeah.
Like not only is it coming back to me, and it's like the Bible is coming alive to me. It's
Well,
like,
my mom-
and I pray to God it's coming alive to Him, because
My mom used to say to us after being under the influence of Canadian Club and Coke for a while, one day you guys are going to wake up and say, wow, that old lady got really smart really fast. The great thing about discerning spirits, my mom was highly gifted by Jesus. And, you know, even Evel Knievel, a lot of the people that I've touched and been touched by, the discerning of spirits, opened me up to receive certain things from people that church people would never receive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I discerned that it was the Spirit of truth.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's not my wisdom.
Yeah.
It's wisdom that's made available to me through a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand it. I get it. Rick probably noticed it